When we look at Jesus when he was on this earth, right, and we look at what he did and what he said and how he behaved, we get a fair idea of what's behind all life itself. And that's caring and loving compassion. And when we see that, and when we recognise that in Jesus, right, we are kind of in a way called to, or we're invited, let's put it that way. We're invited to do that ourselves. That's exhibit loving compassion. And how do we do that? Well, we don't condemn as much, you know. We don't condemn. Maybe we say hello to our neighbours because we're living in a world that's so lonely today. So many lonely, isolated people, and it's driving us all mad. Maybe one little way is to go out and say hello to our neighbours. Just hello. Just hello. And like I found that, and another thing, I often find you go into a room and you think, oh, I don't like that person over there. Something, no. What I do now is I go over to them and I say, hello, I'm Bill. And I find it's a projection from within me to them. And I say hello and what's your name, all those sorts of things. And we start talking and they say, oh, you know, I've got problems with my mother and this and that and the other. And, oh, right. Loving compassion works. Loving compassion is healing. And when those moments come, when you're staring into the eyes of someone and you're just sharing, when that magical moment comes, you can kind of feel all heaven singing. I think that's what Jesus is talking about. Look at what I do. Look how I do it. Realise there's a power behind all of that. And then go and do it yourself. Amen.